Hi folks, I'm Maria, and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to set up a product configurator form for displayed compatible products. In this fictional scenario, I have a furniture studio and I'm selling 3 types of chairs and 3 types of tables. In my first question in the form, the sales rep will select a type of chair first. So in my form, I'm starting a new section and creating my first product question. And this is going to be a dynamic field based on the catalog category. So I'm selecting default filter, catalog field category, and the value will be chairs. That way I will see all chairs here and can add as many chairs as I like from the chairs section. Now, I need a second question where I'm going to select table. It's also going to be a dynamic question. So when a customer selects chair, I want to show them 1 or 2 tables that are specifically selected with the selected chair. Now, for this, I'm going to be using a lookup table. We are going to build this lookup table together. I'm going to be using glue sheets to build this CSV table here, like this. So remember, I have SKUs, chair 1, 2, 3, table 1, 2, 3. To start my compatibility table, I'm going to have 2 column headers. One is going to be called stock keeping unit. This is a mandatory column, and this should have all of the SKUs of the products that have compatible relationships. And the second column, you can name it whatever, but just remember the name because you're going to be referring to it later. Now I'm going to stop my video, pause my video, and build this table and explain its structure to you later. So just like I said, in the stock keeping unit column, you should have all the SKUs of the products you will define relationships between. So it should be bidirectional and serve 2 ways. In the stock keeping unit column, you can only have 1 stock keeping unit per cell. In all of the subsequent columns, you can have stock keeping units separated by comma. So I have mapped the relationship like this, and now I need to do it in reverse for the rest of the tables. It should be non-contradictory, so all of the relationship pairs must match. So if you look, for example, at chair 2 is compatible with table 1 and table 2. It's reflected both in this line and in those 2 lines. Now, you don't necessarily have to store all compatible line items in 1 column. You can divide them into several columns for readability. For example, I have another compatibility table here. So I still have my stock unit column. All SKUs included in the table are in the first column, 1 per cell, but then for compatibility, I have 2 separate columns, one for CPUs and another for RAMs. You can have blank spaces in your columns, it's allowed. It just makes the table more readable. Now, I'm going to get back to my original table, tables in chairs, download it and upload it into PandaDoc as a lookup table. So add in a new lookup table. See, it has 6 rows, 2 column headers, creating a table. Now, getting back to my sales proposal, to my question. So select chair or select table. So in the table question, I'm going to go into catalog, filters, and select the product field filters. This means we're going to be looking add the chair question first to get the source of our compatibility. Then we're selecting our lookup table, and we're selecting the lookup table column compatible with, and we match it to catalog as stock keeping unit, and it's a contains filter. Save it again. Now let's make sure that this works. So 3 chairs are selected. We're selecting chair 2, and only select see table 1 or table 2. So just like in our compatibility table. Now selecting another chair, chair 3, I will only see table 3. But selecting 2 chairs simultaneously, I will see all of the tables available for this selection because it contains both products that have different compatibility filters. Chair 1 is compatible with table 3. So our product filter works. And before I proceed into creating a quote, I'll just make sure that my chairs and my table are mapped into a quote. My quote is mapped onto a document placeholder, and I can proceed with selecting a chair, selecting a compatible table, reviewing my furniture in the quote, and finally generating a document for my client. And here you see the resulting quote. Looks very slick, and it was a breeze configuring it and building it as well. So happy building!